Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest, the ultimate, the legend, the best India's ever seen, A.R. Rahman.
Oscar goes to A.R. Rahman.
എല്ലാ പ്രോഗ്രാം മെറവനൊക്കെ
A.R. Rahman, the Mozart of Madras, the Isai Puyal, the guy who has 2 Oscars, 2 Grammys, a BAFTA, a Golden Globe, the man who gave us Ma Tujhe Salam. The man who gave us Jeho.
आजा आजा जिंदे शामी आने के तले आजा जहरी वाले नीरे आसमाने के तले जय हो जय हो जय हो
The man who gave us Dil Se Re. The mystic who made even the staunchest atheist feel the divine with Kun Fayakun. Recently, in an interview, said he felt that power dynamics have shifted in the last 8 years.
Past 8 years, maybe, because the power shift has happened. You know, people who are not creative have the power now to decide things. And might have been a communal thing also, but not in my face, but I hear, like Chinese whispers.
And India said, "How dare you, A.R. Rahman? How can you say this? You are dividing the nation."
I can also accuse A.R. Rahman of milking nationalism.
ऐसे लोग देश के लिए बेहद खतरनाक लोग हैं.
You are anti-national with good background score. You can sing about unity, but don't talk about fractures. You can compose peace, but don't comment on tension. You can win Oscars for India, but don't question India. When he sings Vande Mataram, he is a good Muslim, clap-worthy Muslim. But when he thinks out loud, he becomes a suspicious Muslim. Why is he talking Muslim? Stay in your lane, Muslim. We liked you better when you were silent Muslim. The contract was simple. Give us the melodies, give us the goosebumps, give us the anthems we used to chest thump on Republic Day.
जन्मभूमि है हमारी शान से कहेंगे हम सब ही तो भाई भाई प्यार से रहेंगे हम हिंदुस्तानी नाम हमारा है.
But keep your lived experience to yourself. Keep your Chinese whispers in China. Sing for us, entertain us, heal us, win trophies for us, but don't reflect us. Stay silent. Khamosh. And then enters the attention seeker, Kangana Ranaut. A.R. Rahman is a hateful person, she tweeted. She blamed A.R. Rahman for declining to compose for Emergency, citing it as a propaganda film. She said Emergency was called a masterpiece by all critics. Even opposition party leaders sent me fan letters, she bragged. God knows which idiot called Emergency a masterpiece. Seriously. Which critic is she talking about? The one in the mirror? Okay, who the fish sent fan letters appreciating Emergency? Did she write them herself? Dear Kangana, your film changed my life. Love and regards, Kangana.
So the me resides in this as me
is residing in all of that as me, so that me through this me talking to me.
Leave aside A.R. Rahman's exact words. Let us decode the subtext. What he meant was, over the last 8 to 10 years, the discrimination against Muslims has increased. Such a baseless statement. We all know that is not true. Discrimination in New India? Impossible. We have never been more united.
क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
The love is overflowing. Just look around. We don't discriminate. We just have friendly neighborhood checks on what you keep in your fridge. Sometimes with sticks, sometimes with a mob. But it is just a dietary survey, purely for health reasons. We don't hate anyone. We just lovingly garland convicts who lynched people. It is our way of encouraging community service, Come out to the streets. See the love. See the harmony. Just don't wear skull cap. Don't carry meat. Don't travel with a Hindu friend. And definitely don't have an opinion. Other than that, it is literally a paradise. Recently, a Hindu priest was seen in Bhagwa clothes, saffron from head to toe. But his face looked suspiciously Muslim. Beard? Yes. Mustache? Yeah. So they stopped and circled him and demanded proof. Show us you are one of us. And the priest, angry, humiliated, removed his clothes to show his real ID. Because, darling, religion is no longer in the heart. It is below the belt. If you are a true Sanatani Pruit, lift the curtain, show us the hardware. The mob leans in, and there it is. The ultimate identity card. They inspect carefully, very carefully. Uncut it is. Sealed, packed, relief, peace, calm, smiles. The Aadhaar matches. Okay. He is one of us. Let him go. Jaane do. Is this the golden age we were promised? A Hindu had to prove he is Hindu to other Hindus in Hindustan. Hindu Khatre Mein Hai has stopped being a propaganda and has become reality. But not in the way you imagined. We have evolved from ghar mein ghus ke marenge to lungi mein ghus ke dekhenge.
तोबा 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 थारा मूड खराब कर दिया.
Do these half-mentals even know that in many Hindu traditions, circumcision has existed for centuries? So what now? A circumcised Hindu becomes a Muslim? There's a bunch of illiterate. These people don't care about Hinduism. These half-mentals don't even understand Hinduism. These are poor, depressed, frustrated men with zero achievements in life. The only time they feel like kings is when they are hunting in a pack. The only time they feel superior is when they are stripping someone of their dignity. It is not about religion, it is about a loser wanting to feel like a winner by crushing someone else. Just few days ago, a brave warrior of the Hindu Raksha Dal was arrested for distributing swords to Hindus in Ghaziabad.
धर्मियों को अपनी सुरक्षा हेतु जय श्री राम जय श्री राम.
And what did he say upon his release? He said, "Dharm ka kaam jari rahega. Religious work will continue."
जेल से आ गए हैं और फिर धर्म का काम करेंगे और पूरी ताकत के साथ करेंगे. सभी कार्यकर्ता लगे हुए हैं. मैं आपको दिखाना चाहता हूँ. ये ये देखो, ये हमें साथ लेके जाने देते। ये देखो।
Giving weapons to unemployed youth is now धर्म का काम. Ram, the Maryada Purushottam, who gave up a kingdom for morality, is now represented by men who cannot give up hatred for humanity. Krishna, the Jagat Guru, the one who preached Vairagya, detachment, is now defended by those who are obsessed with other people's fridge, other people's clothes, other people's bodies. Shiva, the Mahadev, the one who drank the halal, the poison, and held it in his throat to save the world, is now claimed by people who are vomiting it out onto society every single day. They talk of dharma while standing on the corpse of it. And amidst this chaos, amidst this noise, amidst this parade of insecurity stands A.R. Rahman. But let us not get carried away. Let us not paint him as a revolutionary just yet. Because the truth, the bitter, unpalatable truth, is whatever he said in that interview. It wasn't a rebellion. It was an unguarded slip. And he managed it within days, sharing a video with Modi ji's glimpses on it.
From nurturing Jala, presented at the Wave Summit in front of the Honorable Prime Minister. And
Masterstroke. He knew the code. He knew the password to safety. He practically held up a sign saying, "Please don't boycott me. Look, I have boss in my video. Baat khatam. Order restored."
You've said you're very proud of the soundtrack of Chava, and it is a really good soundtrack. I watched it. I'll be really honest with you.
It is divisive. I think it cashed on the divisiveness.
He called the film Chava divisive. He admitted it capitalized on hate. He admitted it was cringe. But he still composed the music for it. I'll critique the poison, but I will also design the bottle for it. And then he dropped the dumbest logic of the year.
Definitely, I think people are smarter than that. Whatever, do you think people are going to get influenced by movies? They have something called internal conscience, which knows what the truth is and what manipulation is. I have great respect for people. People are not that foolish to get influenced by.
Are you serious? Cinema doesn't influence people. Say half the country had a haircut called the Tere Naam.
तेरे नाम हमने किया है जीवन अपना सारा सनम हो जीवन अपना सारा सनम।
भाई तुम्हारे आगे की मांग का पता नहीं पर पीछे की मांग साफ साफ दिख रहा है सलमान।
People learn how to fight from movies, how to drink from movies, how to stalk from movies. People cried for fictional characters, died for fictional heroes, fought for fictional narratives, worship actors like gods, copy their clothes, copy their hair, copy their slang, copy their swagger. But do you think they won't copy their hate? This wasn't about people being smart. This was about an artist washing his hands from. And this doesn't just apply to him. It applies to the entire glittery, spineless lot. The Bachchans, the Khans, the Kapoors, the Chopras, Johars, Bhatts, Mukherjees, who maintain long silence on India's moral and democratic decay. If you cannot speak up for the people who made you, you are nothing but a coward. Years ago, we labeled them soft power for a joke. They are just soft, not power. Such a darpook bunch of people. A collection of cowards with six-pack abs. Men who can fight 50 villains on screen but cannot fight one tweet in real life because their love for the country stops exactly where the tax audit begins. Why are you trending hashtags for them? Why are you fighting strangers in comment sections for them? There is no need to stand with any Indian celebrity. No need to defend them. No need to trend hashtags for them. No need to cry when they are targeted. Unless he, she stands for it. It is a simple transaction. You give them money, they give you entertainment. That's it. But respect, that is earned. Stop being a fan. Fans are replaceable. Fans are disposable. Stop wasting your time on them and start being the main character of your own damn life. Build your skills. Build your spine. Become educated enough to see through propaganda. Become courageous enough to voice out, because no savior is coming. No celebrity will risk their comfort for your survival. तुम्हें लगता है वो आएंगे, वो जो पर्दे पर इनकलाब लाते हैं, वो जो डायलॉग्स में क्रांति गाते हैं, वो जो स्क्रीन पर सिस्टम से टकराते हैं, वो जो स्क्रिप्ट में भाईचारे की कसमें खाते हैं? मत भूलो, वो किरदार है, वो किराएदार है। तुम्हारी जेब खाली होती है तब जाकर उनकी दिवाली होती है। तुम लाइन में लग पसीना बहाते हो, वो स्विट्जरलैंड जाके पसीना सुखाते हैं। उनकी जीवन अच्छी है, तुम्हारी छत भी कच्ची है। उनका राष्ट्रवाद फिल्मी है, पर तुम्हारी लाश सच्ची है। So rise, clean your mirror, look closely. The person you see in there is the only one who will save you. This is brown enlightenment, where we turn clapping hands into questioning minds.
यह गुमराहों का रास्ता